And welcome into the Rant, everybody. Kate McFarland alongside Christy Maria. And days like this, weeks like this are what makes this job so much stinking fun.
Yes.
Here to break down that incredible all-timer of a Red River showdown and Red River rally for the Sooners. We will get to the quarterback stuff, obviously. That, in fact, I think we'll probably talk about that more than anything else. Caleb Williams, Spencer Rattler, what happened yesterday, and then even more interesting, what happens going forward. But first, let's take a couple of minutes, Chris, to just appreciate all that went down. We've got video, of course, of the celebration. It is so rare that OU fans storm the field, and it happened, at least in part. A lot of the students got out there on the Cotton Bowl field after Kennedy Brooks put Texas away. The Sooners finished the game on a 32-7 run to win this thing 55-48. It was your first Red River showdown, and it was a scene, man.
I gotta ask you, how many times in covering OU do you think the fans have rushed the field in your years?
You know, 2000 Nebraska famously, I think, is the last time it's happened on Owen Field.
Yeah.
A big part of that is they always play their biggest rival in Dallas, so it's rare that, you know, that always happens at home games, obviously. It's rare that they get an opponent big enough. There have been great home games, the game against Texas Tech in 2008 where I think the Red Raiders were ranked second. There have been some of those. But look, it's a program that has been there, done that, and won more games than anybody else since World War II. So the fans aren't going to just rush the field all the time. This was rare. Here they come.
It was amazing. And so I actually sat back because, I mean, I'm only a couple years out of college. I got to rush the field a couple times, most notably when Syracuse beat Virginia Tech in football, our first ranked win in years and years and years. It was a little bit less specific than this, right? Yeah, it was a monumentous moment in college football history. But I saw the students kind of start like leaning over and they're getting that look. I'm like, they're going to rush the field.
Yeah, this is
so
happening.
I sit back and we sit back. We start getting video of this, and it was so cool to watch. It was so much fun to watch. I'm glad for the students they got to do it because it's such a cool experience, especially the ones that got to take pictures with the team and the players. You get to see your favorite players, and the players seem to love it, which was my favorite part of it. I love seeing the players.
The Cotton Bowl was a madhouse, and to your point, we posted some of the video this afternoon of Caleb Williams taking selfies.
Yep.
He obviously loved it. It was a madhouse from the start. I think part of that was not having a full house last year.
Yes.
I was more ready for this Red River game than I can remember in many years. They're just, you know, it's a thing we do annually, and last year it didn't get to happen in the same way. And so to see everybody, whatever it is, 90,000, 95,000 all together at the State Fair, it is a spectacle, and people were charged from the start. And then to have Texas run out to the lead the way they did.
Yes. Oh,
but
my goodness.
OU fans had hope that if Caleb Williams was inserted, maybe we're not out of this thing, and there was enough time. And it turned out they were right. You know, and I said that in our stand-up yesterday in the story. Sometimes you got to admit the fans are right. Usually the way I couch these things, and there goes Spencer Rattler, while many of his teammates were still celebrating.
Yeah, he was one of the first to leave the field.
The way we usually couch these things is, look, you think you know more than Lincoln Riley? You think he makes all this money because he plays favorites in the quarterback room and plays the guy he likes more than the guy who's better? But certainly, at least for this day, the fans were right a couple of weeks ago when they were chanting for Caleb Williams at the West Virginia game. And we'll get into some of that. Let me first, before we get into the quarterback thing, let's give a couple of shout-outs.
Yeah.
The second half defense was
Unbelievable.
27
rushing yards from the best running back in the country, bar none. Bijan is the best running back in the country. Some people tiptoe around it. 27 rushing yards? And they got a quarterback that can run too, by the way.
Sure.
The run defense, especially in the second half, was almost miraculous.
They moved Tulsa native Isaiah Thomas inside for a lot of those snaps. And he and Winfrey were just blowing everything up from the middle. And look, that was a great adjustment by Alex Grinch. These guys played with their hair on fire. They never gave up after an absolute, I mean, we're looking at that first 75-yard touchdown on the opening snap. I mean, this was a disastrous start, as bad as it could have been. And the defense contributed that greatly. But the way they played in the second half, hats off. How about another one? Caleb Kelly and the play he made.
One of the most overshadowed plays of the game, by the way. I want you had a great angle of this. I mean, we were standing next to each other, but you saw it through the lens.
Sixth-year senior, out of Fresno. This kid came in as a 5-star recruit, and injuries have kept him from having the kind of career he expected, no doubt. But he is an ultimate team guy, a Sooner through and through. And as they tie the game, on the ensuing kickoff for Texas for some reason to bring it out from 6 yards deep. And, I mean, he just makes a man play. You know, goes up and strips him cleanly, comes up with it, and, you know, one play later they're in the end zone with the lead with 7 minutes to go.
And here's the thing. There were 92,000 people in the stands. There were how many hundreds of people on the field? He might have been the only person in the entire stadium that knew he had the ball. Knew not only did he have the ball, but also that it was their ball, that he stripped them clean.
It was huge.
And he's run to the end zone, and everyone's confused, and he starts celebrating. And then the fans, the one thing I loved about the game that you harped on all week and you told me about all week, but then I finally got to live it. The fans are right on top of you, and when the players start celebrating with the fans or pumping them up, the fans know something's there. So he started celebrating with the fans, so the fans start celebrating because they're like, hey, he's telling us something's going on. And next thing you know, OU has the ball, and they're about to take the lead.
It was fantastic.
Incredible.
We saw Kennedy Brooks in the game-winning touchdown. That's kind of my last shout-out. 217 yards rushing. He was absolutely brilliant. He was the best running back on the field yesterday. Not saying, you know, he's better than Bijan Robinson in terms of tools and everything else, but he had the more impactful day, and he was fantastic. And when they put Caleb Williams in and then did some of the direct snap stuff, it's very difficult to explain why he's so good.
Yeah.
But he is. The vision is incredible. The balance is really, really good. He just sees a step or two ahead. Absolutely. Great patience. He is no longer just a back like a system back. I thought that's what he was back in, say, 2018 when Kyler Murray was there. Okay, he's a guy who knows how to read holes. He does a nice job. No, this is a very fine football player who I think is going to make a lot of money playing on Sundays because he's just that good. At this point, you know, that's the conclusion we've come to. Any other thoughts before we get on to the quarterbacks? Shout-outs you want to give or anything about the atmosphere, what you witnessed on, you know, one of the Red River showdowns that people tell their grandkids about?
I tell you what, for it to be my first was amazing. Like to be able to experience that was my first. That was my only one so far. It was incredible. Like I had chills from moment one, from running into the celebrities you run into on the sidelines to.
Yeah, you and Mark Cuban are buddies.
Yeah,
now.
Mark Cuban liked my tweet today.
Oh, he liked you.
Yeah, he liked it. That's a whole different thing. But you go from the chills pregame, seeing game day there, and then the comeback itself, and then the game-winning touchdown. The last kind of shout out that I want to give is kind of what I want to talk about with the quarterbacks. It's to go to the play that they pulled 27 yards out to tie the game. The same exact play, direct snap, fake pitch to Caleb.
With 10 seconds left.
With 10 seconds left to run it because they knew that it was going to work. And here's the thing. Lincoln Riley had an idea it was going to work. Stoops made a fantastic block of the edge linebacker on both of them to open up the hole. And we saw Brooks clear as day coming at us because we were right on the right side there. We saw him coming at us clear as day because of that great block on the side. And to go to that play again and go for the touchdown rather than, I mean, look, you got a lot of trust in the right leg of your kicker. I get that. But to go for the touchdown and win it and cover, I loved it. It was gutsy.
Unthinkable, unforgettable way to cap off that ball game.
And I think Lincoln Riley knew it. I think he did.
All right, quarterbacks. Caleb Williams came in, and he was absolutely brilliant. I am not going to say anything but fantastic things about Caleb Williams on this day. He makes the run game go. He was the only guy who was going to win this ball game for the Sooners yesterday. It wasn't going to happen for Spencer Rattler. I can tell you this, every single person I talked to at Battle Creek Church today, 100% think Caleb Williams has to be the starter for OU going forward. I know the fan base wants him. Lincoln Riley now has a really big decision to make. Spencer Rattler was the preseason Heisman favorite for a reason. He's got a huge arm. He'll be in the NFL probably next season. But going forward, I assume you think it should be Caleb? Make the case for Caleb.
I will. And here's why. And it's because of the play that I was just talking about. That run play, that direct snap play, when you have only a slot receiver on the right side and he's pulling to the left, that play does not work if Spencer Rattler is under center.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because Spencer Rattler's not as much of a threat to run as Caleb is. If Caleb gets that ball, he's got running room on the right side, and we just saw he could take it 61 yards when he first came in the game. So if Spencer Rattler is under center, there is no chance you have an extra blocker or extra defenseman that's going to be looking at Spencer Rattler and wondering, okay, I got to shadow him. However, because there is not one other person there, Brooks has the time for Stoops to open up the hole on the left side, and he is able to run in for the touchdown twice on the same exact play. That doesn't happen if you have Spencer Rattler. The reason that I can make the case for Caleb, I can make the case either way, and I'm sure you'll make the case for Spencer.
Sort of, yep,
sort of. The reason I can make the case for Caleb is because of the offense that Lincoln Riley runs. Because I have said that Lincoln Riley's offense runs well with Kyler Murray, with Jalen Hurts, with Baker Mayfield. Caleb is the kind of guy that the offense runs well with because you have to commit somebody on the defense to covering him. When you have that extra man down on the defense, Lincoln Riley's offense thrives. And that is why Caleb is a much better offense in the traditional Lincoln Riley offense that we have seen put up, 55 points in a game. That is why Caleb works well in that more traditional Lincoln Riley offense. So I think that's the case that you have to make, is that he can move the ball a lot better in that style of offense. You have to change the offense a little bit for Spencer Rattler. My last point before I hand it back, after the game, Lincoln Riley said, I did not have to tamper the playbook at all. He was asked about that.
Yeah.
Did you have to tamper the playbook? Absolutely not. And when you start thinking about it, you're like, of course he doesn't have to tamper it, because that's actually the playbook that has worked for so many years under Lincoln Riley.
It's a small playbook.
It is a small playbook, but that is the way the playbook works under him. He can use the playbook in more traditional Lincoln Riley quote-unquote ways, and it works. And it gets the ball moving, and Caleb was able to move the ball because this was the offense that we have seen in years prior.
We saw it with Baker Mayfield. We saw it with Kyler Murray. No coach I have ever seen works with elite quarterbacks and turns a game into sandlot football.
Yes, that's what it was.
Better than Lincoln Riley. And he let Caleb Williams do it. Yep. He leaned into it with the true freshman and just kept dialing up plays that worked. And it was exquisite to watch Caleb Williams do what he did, not only unlocking the running game, which you knew he would do because of his athleticism, but his ability to scramble around. Texas could not get to him, and not every play he made ended up going for a touchdown, but every time he made a play, you thought, oh, I see what he was going for there. It was obvious that he was seeing the field in a really, really good way, which would be your concern with a true freshman quarterback more than anything else, regardless of how talented he is. Where he was going with the ball made a lot of sense. He gave his guys, his playmakers, a chance on several occasions.
We haven't seen Marvin Mims.
We haven't seen that all year long. This offense has been devoid of big plays.
Yes,
the strange thing about that is it was not devoid of big plays only 1 year ago when Spencer Rattler was the quarterback.
Yep.
So it's been hard for me to figure out exactly why that is, but there's no questioning that yesterday when Williams came in, he wasn't afraid to give his guys a chance, chuck it up there, and he made plays. So what I'm not saying, as I make the case for Spencer Rattler still being part of this, what I'm not saying is that, Caleb Williams doesn't know the offense. Caleb Williams, as a true freshman, isn't a clever enough football player to be the guy you go to. That's not the case I'm making. It seems like he is in command of the offense, and he knows where to go with the ball. I have no doubt about that. And his athleticism, the advantage it gives you in the running game, without question, is huge. He needs to be a part of things. The more I thought about this, there is no doubt in my mind that OU can win the Big 12 and likely will win the Big 12 with Caleb Williams as its starting quarterback. Benching Spencer Rattler, dealing with whatever you deal with in the locker room. Maybe the locker room will be all for it. They certainly seemed to respond really well when Caleb Williams came in the game. His body language is better than Spencer. I mean, I hate to get into this sort of thing, but Spencer, even though he's from Arizona, kind of has the California cool thing going on. Caleb Williams, more of kind of like an ultimate competitor. That's at least the vibe he gives off, more of a Baker Mayfield sort of thing. You know, so you can see the locker room lining up and rallying behind this guy. You know, no question there. So maybe that is the move that the locker room's pining for. But to beat Georgia, which has one of the best defenses I've ever seen in college football, or maybe Alabama at the end of the year, and that is the goal for these guys. Yeah. It was the preseason goal. It will remain the goal. I mean, at 6-0, obviously, that is the goal.
Yeah.
To me,
ranked above Bama now.
You probably need both of these guys because he is not as polished a passer as Spencer Rattler, and Georgia will get home in a way that Texas could not yesterday. That Texas defense was tired in the second half. They were dropping 8 on a lot of occasions. The offensive line played better. But Georgia will get home.
Yes.
Alabama will get home. And I don't love your chances, no matter how talented the true freshman is, winning a national title with a true freshman quarterback. But I kind of like your chances if you're able to figure out how to use both. Admittedly, this only works if Spencer Rattler's all in.
Yeah.
If Spencer Rattler is thinking transfer portal or I'll just start getting ready for the NFL, this ain't working, and by all means, go to Caleb. Caleb has to be a part of things going forward. Spencer, I'm not so sure, but I think back to 2006 Florida. Chris Leak, who was a good passer, but not a great athlete, and certainly not like a really strong runner. And then Tim Tebow, who was the freshman who only 1 year later would win the Heisman. So
and
he was,
even
though Caleb Williams is a better passer than Tim Tebow, let's not act like Tebow couldn't play as a freshman. He had a lot to offer, and no doubt there were Florida fans who would have rather seen him be the full-time guy. A package for Caleb, not only a run package. I'm not saying like Tebow, not only a red zone thing. He has a couple drives a game. He has a package. He has spots on the field where he operates from. But go forward with Spencer Rattler in the mix as well, and as your starting quarterback, and let's see what it looks like at least. That, to me, I like that idea. I know it won't be popular. I know that everybody I go to church with says Caleb Williams, and almost every Sooner fan says that, and they say, how can you possibly watch what he did in the Red River Showdown and say it shouldn't be Caleb Williams? But I'm just projecting a true freshman quarterback as defenses have a chance to scout him. He had that advantage yesterday. Texas wasn't ready for Caleb. As defenses scout him, they'll find some answers. They'll find ways to get home. I want to keep Spencer Rattler in the fold and give yourself a chance when you go up against a Georgia. He does have the more accurate arm, I think. You know, it's small sample size with Caleb.
Even yesterday,
and he should be the more refined passer. I think he gives you the best chance of winning a national title. That's my case, even though I'm quite certain it's unpopular.
I might oversimplify this a little bit. But the defenses that I see running against Spencer Rattler, rush 3, rush 4, and drop everyone else back. Texas wasn't able to do that. And there has been a lot of that. And Texas wasn't able to do that in the second half as much. But here's the thing that Caleb Williams does. You can't bring the same defense against Spencer Rattler that you do Caleb Williams. Because if you rush 4, you're leaving 10 yards open for Caleb to go crazy. And if you're leaving 10 yards open against Spencer, Spencer might get 5, and then you're on him. So you can't run the same defense. You have to contribute more players to watching the quarterback when Caleb is under center than you do with Spencer. Defenses will figure that out. So the question becomes, what kind of quarterback does Caleb become once defenses figure out how to contain him?
He's going to have to be a surgeon. For this team to do what it wants to do, he's going to have to be surgical as a passer, and maybe he is. Maybe he is, but I don't think I saw that yesterday.
He was not yesterday.
That's
and you were talking about sandlot ball. It was sandlot ball. There were a lot of 50-50 balls. I would love it if Spencer would throw out more 50-50 balls. I would love it if they went to Marvin Mims more than, 8 times?
I know. I've wrestled with this because he did throw some up in the Tulane game, and they just didn't end well. To me, he's been star-crossed in a lot of ways this year. I feel like bad luck has been a contributor as much as anything. That said, he's also contributed to it as well. And there are some chances he hasn't taken that I think he should have. And I go back to the body language and everything else. There's just something not quite right with Spencer. I'm not going to deny that. But, the guy has also been the starting quarterback of record for 14 straight victories. Let's not act like he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, that's very true.
He's a really fine quarterback.
He can do great things against
there's a reason he was the preseason Heisman favorite. So I'm not ready to just cast him to the side and say he should never take a meaningful snap again. I like the idea of the Chris Leak, Tim Tebow approach, but I have no idea if that can actually work in the locker room or Spencer's mentality or anything else.
It's not easy. I mean, you see it in college sometimes. You see it in the pros sometimes. How many times have you seen a national championship team win with that kind of approach?
Mostly just the one. I mean, it's rare. Yeah. It's exceedingly rare.
It is rare. And look, I've spent this whole time talking about Caleb. I like taking the Caleb argument. The argument for Spencer, I think, becomes he can be surgical. He has a strong arm, but he is somewhere in between 2 great quarterbacks right now. I think he still has the monkey on his back of the great quarterbacks before him could run and were a threat with their feet, and he's not as much of that. That might be weighing on him. I don't know. There's no way to get inside of his head, us sitting right here where we are on Sunday. Like it's hard to do. But I feel like when I watch him, he is indecisive between 2 great quarterbacks. If he had a little better of a pocket, if he had a little more time or a little more of an ability to anticipate when the pressure is going to happen and get out of the pocket, he can use that arm strength he has on the run and be able to make great throws. But he's somewhere in between wanting to stay in the pocket and be a great pocket passer and run and be threatening with his feet. And that split second of judgment in a pocket in a level of this caliber of college football, that's deadly. And so I think that indecision, and that's just what I'm seeing from the sideline, from the press box, that moment of indecision seems to be why you're seeing early sacks in games, why you're seeing him run out and fumble it, why you're seeing him mismanage or misread a route that's supposed to be a curl route instead of an out route and throwing it right to a Texas defender. It's that moment of indecision for him that I didn't think was there last year, and I don't know what happened or what contributed to it. You can say 1,000 different things that I won't say right now, but it just seems like there's a slight indecision when he's in the pocket, and that is leading to the mistakes, that's leading to the sacks, that's leading to drives stalling that are not happening with Caleb, because Caleb is just running wild.
Going to be fascinating to see. Lincoln Riley has a big decision to make, and we anxiously await his decision.
We'll bring it to you.
What a Red River showdown it was. For Chris, Caden, enjoy the rest of the game, everybody, and stay safe with the weather, too.